So right there's 18 feet, 18 feet, 1, 2, 3, 18 feet, 2.5. Pan back down it. Okay. So over 4 feet tall and 18 feet long, and some very big pieces, anywhere from 38 to 24 minimum. So it's varied, and a lot of very big hardwood, high Janka, high BTU hardwood here. In my opinion, the toughest wood I've ever chopped in the cordwood challenge. So big, heavy stuff, the majority of it. There's a few small limbs in there, but the majority is big, rough, tough, heavy chopping. And then of course, big busting. We watched a lot of that today. I also want to bring to your attention that I busted my largest axe buck wood with that FE8. We'll go look at that right quick. So right now I'm moving my rounds into position to bust them. I am employing the services of John Deere, axe buck, axe split wood, pile of wood chips, my previous pine stack that's pre-measured. Moving this into place, going to bust it on this stump to give you some dimensions. Keep those dimensions in mind. This particular round is about 32 inches, and these rounds are big, okay? So I don't want anybody to be deceived. We're fixing to go to work busting these things. Big rounds. So for a little more insight, I chopped my way in here with an axe this morning. In all this, I've not used a chainsaw. So we chopped our way in with an axe, and we're loading up the wood. You've seen the biggest pieces. We got them out of the way first, obviously. We'll get the axe chips as well as all this other smaller buckwood. So we're leaving the area. So I fell this with a tuatai work axe, and then we began bucking it with the Casterman timber pilot. We picked everything up, and we want to take you into the site and show it to you. So obviously we're not finished. We've got a lot of log left here, and it's pretty big. Show you the ground as well as every last piece of buck wood. So if you think about an area that's been logged or worked for firewood with the chainsaw, you've got some sawdust. There are some small chips here, But by far and large, we have cleaned the area all the way back in here to the top. There's a few limbs that we could extract a little bit more from. Here we are looking back up through there. So I've got over 1,000 pounds on this 5-foot rotary cutter. Got him loaded down. We're coming out. Here's the axe chips from the last buck we did. So there's you some dimensions for reference. And obviously I've already hauled out a lot more. You saw the pile earlier. So again, to put things in perspective, yes, that double bit's dangerous right there. Here's our axe chips. A lot of commentary about that. Of course, we'll bust this up a little finer. Several big pieces here to bust yet. So, size reference, again, 36-inch inseam, big wood here. And it is well seasoned. Yep. I bet 25-pound piece there. Another question I get a lot, how do you stand that up to split it? Well, you don't. I also hear a lot about splitting wood on another block. Opinion. hard little doty on the inside, but it's good wood. One more. axe control. big knot. See how accurate we are with a heavy axe. Going for that crack right there. Hope you can see it. Not bad. Right down the middle. Big knot in this piece right here. I'm going to hang the knot off the edge of the stump. It's setting good right there. See what happens. Looking nice. Alright. Knots right here. I'm going to try to split it right down the middle right here again. Left-handed. Nope. Try again. Nope. Try again. There we go. There we go. Alright. America's largest axe. Largest factory axe. I'm going to bust this one right down the middle as well. I ask you a question and ask it seriously. Can you have an opinion about an axe that you haven't swung? And by haven't swung, I mean to a great and large extent. How many swings is enough? Is 1,000 enough? Is 4,000 enough? Is 5,000 enough? How about 10,000? Swing the axe before you make an opinion. And I think that folks get in trouble when they do that, because there's a couple of old guys out there that's wearing the axe out, and they have more than an opinion on the axe. Data in the form of swing count and cords of wood chopped and split. Keep that in mind. Left-handed. And what I'm doing here is not conventional. I have split some chainsaw bucked wood to that thing, and it does just fine. I've even heard some opinions on that axe from folks that don't even have it. Ain't never touched it. Now this is a hoss right here. He probably weighs 200 pounds. Probably weighs as much as I do. And I'm just going to drop the axe on it a couple times and see how it acts. ACTS. Left-handed. I think I can bust it right there. I'm going right-handed now. Got a crack started. closer. And we'll remember that crack and come back to it when we quarter it. One of the beauties of axe buffed wood. Water just running. Oh yeah. Yes, sir. That right on the spine. And again, yes, sir. Again, notice these dimensions. Left-handed. 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 Right-handed for comparison. Just for comparison. Almost sounds like thunder. So I want to get you relatively closer in this shot. And hearing quite a lot about this particular axe. This is America's largest factory-produced axe. Not a maul, but an axe. It weighs 9 pounds 1 ounce total weight. It's called the FE8 by Council Tool. This is a Virginia pine stump I'm on. So we just went through a knot right there, right down the center. And this is one of the smaller pieces I have busted today. And this may be unconventional for you. If it is, educate yourself. Now we're dividing the knot. We'll divide it again. I'm going to go left-handed this time. Again, that's the Council Tool FE8. Forcible entry. See if we can split that knot. Yep. Right down the middle. Oh. Like dynamite. Knot right here. Try to get him right about there. Off a little bit. land one right there. Oh yeah. Council tool FE8. Big, nasty, knotted. Everything we don't like about wood. Or do, depending on your perspective. I've got a big crack on this side over here. Yep, I'm gonna keep working that crack till I bust it. Like that. Again, these are big, nasty, knotted rounds. This is axe bucked wood. Some of you may not know what that is, but that's okay. Council tool FE8. Right there. Then I'm going to do this one next. Maybe. Left-handed. Right-handed. Left-handed. Left-handed again. Nasty, knotted hardwood. High-janka hardwood. Not fir, not straight grain, not pine, not poplar, not spruce. Rock maple. We're right down the middle of this one. Yes, sir. Well, there's my wood pile for 2024. Council tool FE8 sitting on top of the pile. My wood chips, axe chips to the left. Get you some dimensions on that. So first of all, our height. We're at about, I'm going to say, between 52 and 55 inches. And that's for the full pile. Here's another spot. That's about the halfway mark. And here's the end piece. Alright, let's get us a length here. So right there's 18 feet. 18 feet. 1, 2, 3. 18 feet, 2.5. Pan back down it. Okay. So over 4 feet tall and 18 feet long, and some very big pieces, anywhere from 38 to 24 minimum. So it's varied, and a lot of very big hardwood, high Janka, high BTU hardwood here. In my opinion, the toughest wood I've ever chopped in the cordwood challenge. So big, heavy stuff, the majority of it. There's a few small limbs in there, but the majority is big, rough, tough, heavy chopping. And then of course, big busting. We watched a lot of that today. I also want to bring to your attention that I busted my largest axe buck wood with that FE8. We'll go look at that right quick. So again, that's my rock maple from 2 years ago that I busted. I referred to this as the FE8 torture test video series. Some really big, tough wood right there, and I did not put that on the pile. I think we've got enough on the pile, more than enough in my estimation, but I wanted to include that as well in what I did with the cordwood challenge this year. That's axe bucked and axe split right there. So again, for emphasis sake, the length of the wood here, kind of looking at. So it varies piece to piece depending on where we look. 30 inches there. So this is some big, heavy hardwood. Pretty awesome in my opinion. A lot of hard work, a lot of swings for very little wood versus a chainsaw, but it kind of shows us what can be done and what is being done. So here's my axe chips from this last tree that we bucked. Look at the tape there. That's 80 inches. And approximately 2.5 to 3 feet tall. And we looked at the site. We picked up everything before we left, cleaned up. And obviously these will be used in the stove.